Wine and record. And time to share the screen. All right, loves. So welcome to our call. It's the end of April. I'm going to do a cheers to you guys. So, this is so delicious. I haven't had wine in a couple weeks. Anyways, tonight we're going to be talking about why you must be at Summit. I felt like it was probably a good time to talk about this since we were able to register for our tracks and all that stuff this week. And if you're listening to this recording and you have not yet registered for your track, let us know if you need help with that. What did you girls register for? What track did you do? Here, I'll unmute Melissa. I did Blue Hall C, I think.
I think that's what I did too, yeah.
Oh, yay. I just wanted the one with Amy Silverman, so that's the one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, cool. Okay, so that's the one that I did on me back for now. All right, so before we get into it, Christine, now that you're back, type in the chat box and let us know what track you registered for. I don't remember. Let's get into some recognition before we get started. Our Success Club leaderboard for last week, Christine is storming up the top of it. She's at SC8. Almost there. We have myself, Melissa, Jamie, Katie, Chelsea, Erica, Mariah, Jessica, Rob, Allie, Whitney, Nikki, Michaela, Mariah, Dana, and top recruiters are Chelsea Weemet and Chelsea Elliott. This is as of last week, so we'll have a new one for this week. So congrats to everyone. We still have tons of time to change more lives. And my goal is to get to SC10. I think I'm at 6 or 8 right now. I can't remember, but that's my goal for the month. So let's keep going. People need us. Need to know for the week, our challenge pack sales for the month. I'll show you on the next slide just as a reminder. Summit registration is officially open. There's all the information that you need to know in the Coach Online office. There's even like a track registration guide where it'll tell you how to pick which track that you want to go on. Also, I know there's a lot of talk about the Beachbody Challenge Tracker app. They talked about it at Super Saturday here. The challenge group that we do next month, I'm going to try out the challenge tracker. I've been hearing a lot of good things about it from like Hattie and Allie, who did their most recent challenge group with it. So I'll be sharing information as I learn more about it, but there's info in the Coach Online office. All of this stuff that I go over is always in the Coach Online office and the Beachbody Coach 411 Facebook page. The National Wake Up Call this week was with Tanya Barron, however you say her name, on running a highly motivating machine. So she's talking about successful challenge groups. I have to listen to the replay still, but I'm sure it was really good. She's awesome. Also, our groups, just to kind of give you the 411 on what's coming up, our Love Yourself Challenge started this week. It's going awesome so far. Excuse me, we have a lot of great interaction in there, and people are really loving it. I did a call with Amanda earlier, and she was saying that the challenger that she has in there like really loves all the interaction and accountability, and I have people saying the same thing to me. So it's good stuff. If you want to get in on our challenge group that we're planning for next month, let us know, or if you have any ideas. Next week is our free sneak peek week. I've been posting about that in the team page, but I just recently redid all the videos with slides, so it goes through everything that people need to know from growing your network, how to be successful as a coach. I talk about the challenge packs. I talk about Shakeology. I give success stories, and what we have in this training, or not the training, what we have in this sneak peek week is what I learned from someone that's in the top 5 of the whole company. And I know it's been helping a lot of people like Katie and Lisa on the team close their prospects. So make sure that you're inviting people to that. It starts Monday. The week after that, we have our 5-day Shakeology Challenge. What I've been doing with that is I've also been adding people into that same group, either if they're doing Beachbody on demand or if they just are simply doing a free clean eating challenge. The reason why we've been doing it that way, and it's really been working really well, is because the people that aren't purchasing Shakeology, they're seeing the results that people are having that are drinking Shakeology. So it kind of exposes them to it and it builds the trust. I even invited some people on my dream team to host it with me, and they were posting in there just like they were coaches, even though that they're not. So that's another option. Lastly, for the need to know, I'm going to be making some new videos for the 5-day Shakeology challenge and for our 30-day challenges. So I'll have those up next week for you guys. This is our team calendar. It's almost the end of the month. This is the awesome calendar that my graphic designer made for us. I don't know what today is. Today's the 21st. So just as a reminder, this is pinned to the top of the team page if you ever need to know what's going on. It also kind of breaks down on each day, like what to do so that you don't feel overwhelmed, like what to post about, what to invite to, and different things like that. These are the challenge pack sales for the month, hammer and chisel, and the club packages with the performance line as well. That's an option instead of Shakeology. Okay, so what you'll learn tonight is we'll give you some success stories from people that have been at Summit before. I'm going to talk about why you must be at Summit, how to get there, and when it is. Oops. So I wanted to just tell you guys a little bit about my first Summit. There's really weird outside. It was only me and my sponsor, Lindsay. We were both pretty brand new. She had signed up like maybe 6 months before me, and we were lost. I felt like I had no direction. I had absolutely no idea what to do because we were both so new that we had no idea what was going on. I was pretty broke at the time, so I put it on my credit card, like all of it, and I had to take off work to be able to go to it. You know, it was definitely a big sacrifice for me at the time, but I know I sound like a broken record when I say this, but you know, the fact that I have made going to these events, especially Summit, a non-negotiable, I know that I wouldn't be where I am today if I had not been committed to going to all these events every year. I probably go to 3 to 4 events a year minimum. And, you know, I'm not saying that it's always the best decision to go into debt to do things like this. I'm not trying to give you advice to go into debt. I'm just telling you from my perspective that investing in myself, I've been paid back tenfold, more than tenfold. So in Summit 2014, actually, that was when PiYo came out, and that's my soulmate workout. So my income actually quadrupled in literally 1 week. I know that sounds insane, but it's true. I can show you guys the screenshots. I should have done that. But it quadrupled in a week just from the new product launches and applying what I learned. My push partner, Lauren, when she first went, she was also brand new. She was a broke college student. She was barely making any money, but her sponsor helped her game plan, and she found a way to get there. So when she went to Summit, she went as a Ruby coach, earning about $50 to $100 a week. And then after she came back, by applying what she learned, she earned $526 that next week. So her income basically 10x'd itself, which is pretty amazing. So the thing is that, you know, as the leader of this team and being a mentor to everybody, I don't want to push people to get to these events. That's not my intention, but my intention is that I would be well, that's not my intention. What am I trying to say? The reason why I'm so passionate about sharing and telling you guys that you have to make it a non-negotiable to go is because I would be a bad mentor if I did not tell you that you need to be there and help you find a way to get there. So you've got to do it if you're serious. So I want you guys to just hear from some other people on the team. Let me stop sharing. Oh yay, more people are on. Hi Mandy, hi Hattie. So I want to turn it over to Melissa, who is one of my amazing coaches. We've been together for what, 3 years now? We met on Twitter. That's crazy.
It'll be 3 years in June.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So you can just share whatever you want to share from your experiences at Summit and how it's helped you and whatever is on your heart about Summit.
Okay. So my first experience with Summit, I was definitely, and I tell a lot of first coaches this, your first Summit is very overwhelming for more reasons than one. I remember it was the second time I hung out with Jessica. The first time, you guys will have to hear that story later. But it was, you know, it was in Vegas, and there was a lot of people, and it was a new company for me and a new venture. And I remember actually, I got super excited for a couple of reasons. The first was I am a huge stalker and lover of Amber Snow, who's one of the top coaches in the company. And she was actually on the top 10 that year, so I got to see her in panel. And the other memory I had was they have usually at Summit every year, they have a board where you can write your goals on. And I'd been a coach for almost a year. I just missed the first Summit. Actually was signing up while Jessica was at her first Summit. Yeah, it was your first Summit, right? It was your first or second one. So I was kind of seeing everybody's goals, and I had no idea what I was doing. I was like, all right, what the hell? I'm just going to dream big. And for those of you who don't know my story, just super quickly, Beachbody has definitely created the person that you see today, outside and inside, between the personal development, the events that I've been going to, the workouts that I've done. They basically helped me become my entire being. And the person I was 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago, would have never just gone to a board and been like, I'm going to be a 2-star diamond, and made a huge picture. I had no idea. I had my emerald medal because I was an emerald coach at the time, and I was super excited. And it was just really cool to be in such a room with so much energy and with so many people who had the same passion and the same desire as I did, which was to help people be successful. And everybody was just so welcoming. I mean, I was chatting with people online at workouts. I was chatting with people sitting next to me. I mean, they had a whole different system when I first went. You basically had to elbow to get seats to whatever person you wanted to speak. And I was sitting on the floor, crunched over. So the way that they organized it is a ton better. But I think the biggest first impression from my first one was just the fact that this company is freaking phenomenal. I mean, the success stories, I cried. The lead speakers, I had goosebumps. I think my first one, the lead speaker was Darren Hardy. I got the compound effect ASAP, and that book has literally changed my life. Between just, you get more knowledge of the product, but just that, you get more confidence. You exchange ideas. You start to find out who you are as a leader and who you are as a coach and what your style is. And it was so cool to just network and just stay up till 2 a.m. and your brain is exhausted and you've had so much information just thrown at you, but you still you're so buzzed because there's so many awesome people out there that you get to know. So the first summit was a phenomenal experience. It was in Vegas. My second summit was last year in Nashville. And the one thing that I really love about going to events is that when you go to events in different stages in your business, you get different aspects from it. So in my second summit, it was more I wanted to go as a leadership side of it, which Beachbody has really created this huge passion in my soul for is leadership coaching and just mentorship. And it was really cool that even people that I've heard speak before on topics that I thought I knew, when you're in different situations in your business and different situations in your life, it's really interesting the different bullet points that stick out to you. Even the Shakeology stuff. I mean, I've been studying Shakeology for 3 years, and I thought I knew everything about Shakeology. But even just hearing different presenters and hearing, the creators speak about it, just like, oh, holy crap, I didn't know that this is in there. Oh, wow, this is kind of cool. And just the different ideas of, this is what worked for me, and this is how I, really highlighted it. Those are the parts that stuck out then was, well, what can I do to, duplicate this for my team? So I would say, obviously, the same with Jessica. My first summit was when PIO came out, and we did, I was signing up people with PIO. I think her and I were so mad because our internet kept going in and out because so many people were trying to get a hold of us. And we're setting up challenge groups as we're doing PIO because we were able to do it first. So there's so many great ways to sneak peek stuff and to tease stuff. If you guys follow me, you guys will see that I have a huge teaser poster when it comes to my challenge groups and the products. So there's so many different things that you can get out of Summit, but I would say definitely, and I would agree with Jessica, my first Summit, I put out all my credit card. I'm now going to 4 events this year, which I'm really excited about. And a lot of it stems from that first Summit of Darren Hardy just saying, if you want to be better, you have to invest in yourself. And he has a 10% rule. Whatever 10% he made, that's what he's investing in himself the next year. So I took 10% of what I made last year, and I'm going to these 4 events, and they're all in different areas of either network marketing or leadership. And that's what you have to do to be better. You have to consistently evolve, because if you stay the same and if you never do anything different and if you never get out of your comfort zone, you're going to be stuck exactly where you are right now. So if you want to be here, you have to take steps to get there. And those steps are these live events. And of course, the money, how much, the sales have increased. It definitely is a big side of it. But for myself personally, it's definitely been finding who I am as an entrepreneur, finding who I am as a leader, and finding out my voice and how I want to create my future. And I never would have even, stepped foot in that if I'd never gone to Summit that first year, and continue to go to other live events. So that's definitely, my biggest nugget is that if you really want to grow, and if you're really serious about evolving and becoming a great leader, a great business owner, a great entrepreneur, you have to have these live events. There really is no other way. There's no books you can read. There's no podcasts you can listen to that compare to being at a live event. So that's my soapbox.
Yeah, I love it. I'm like all excited now. I'm like, oh, I get to see you next week. Awesome. Thanks so much, Boo. That was great. I'm going to mute you back for now. I'm going to hand it over to Hattie. Hi, Hattie. Gorgeous.
Hey.
Hattie went to her first summit last year, and we've been united for what, almost a year now?
Yes, ma'am.
Something like that. So you just share whatever you want to share that's on your heart about Summit, love.
Well, I think Melissa really just she just said it all right there. But it's incredible. Like, there really is nothing like it. You just get to meet everybody, and you're just like learning so many things. It's my first summit, and so everything, there's just like so much, like you're just learning, and you don't get it from these podcasts. I mean, these podcasts that you're listening to are great and everything, and the books and the personal development, but it is so different when you go there and you hear from these top coaches and you see them, and they're people, and they're real, and they're not just like on a computer screen. It is just incredible. And the one thing that I think about when I think about going to Summit is working out, and they had completely shut down downtown Nashville for us to work out in, and there's nothing like it ever. Like, it was just so much fun, and you just create all these memories, and it's just there's nothing like it. And that's pretty much all I have. Leaving Summit, I just it just took my business to a whole new level. I knew then that I wanted to do something with it, that I wasn't just going to be a hobby coach. And it took me a while to just kind of figure out things, but I would have never learned the things that I learned if I had not gone. So that's what I have.
I love it. Thanks so much, girl. I'm going to mute you back. I love what Hattie just mentioned too. And that was something that I wanted to mention too after both of the girls spoke, because my first summit, I didn't even work my business really that year. I kind of dabbled. I did a couple challenge groups, but I really didn't take myself. Well, I didn't believe in myself, and I didn't really think I could do it, or that I could, whatever. You guys get what I'm trying to say. But because I went to that event and saw all those other success stories and saw people on the stage that they quit their jobs, and that was right after I started, I'm like, they quit their jobs, what? And then they were talking about people earning 6 figures and being debt free, and I'm like, I have the chills now talking about it, because I just kind of realized that I did create all that. I mean, obviously, but I don't know. That was I just had a really weird moment right there, because I literally remember telling Lindsay that sitting next to her at my first summit. I kind of want to cry now because that's really cool. Anyways, I'm not going to cry. I just got, wow. I don't know what came over me. I don't know what that word is. What's that word? Nostalgia? Is that what it is? I don't know. What is it? Hang on. I'm going to unmute you. What is the word, Melissa?
Nostalgic.
Okay, yes, that. Thank you. Anyways, thanks so much for sharing, loves. Let's go ahead and get into more details about how you guys can all get there too. So, why you must be at Summit. I think you probably already have a good idea after hearing the girls speak, but no matter where you are in your business, if you're new, if you're struggling, if you're motivated, if you're a veteran coach, you have to go and get your teams there. If you're serious, you just have to find a way. Like we all talked about, it really is an investment, but the investment to get to Summit it's so much more than the challenge pack that you purchase to sign up. Yes, we do get an investment from our challenge pack, but the thing is like we all talked about with going to these events, we will get tenfold of what we pay to go to these events. Like we earn that back. It's also important, like I said, to get your teams there so they can experience it with you together. It changes your business, it changes their business, and you can come back and run together. Like I was kind of saying earlier too, I feel like it's a disservice if we don't do everything in our power to try to get everyone there. And it's our job as being your mentor to tell you about it and ask you about it so that we can help you reach your goals. Also, like the girls were saying, it's so much different to be in person and have the energy of others with you. We get to hug each other. We get to know the team more, the other coaches on other teams. Like the girl said, you can't replicate this online. It's so much fun. It's like the most encouraging thing ever. This is a picture from our brunch last year that Melissa helped me organize. Well, let's be honest, like she basically did all of it. So thanks, Melissa, for that. You did amazing. And, you know, we're going to plan on doing stuff like that again this year, like just team stuff, because Summit's really big and a lot of people. So we'll make sure that we all get to spend time together. Also, like Melissa was mentioning about the workshops, you're going to learn from the top coaches in the company. They're so valuable. You hear from people in the top 10, people in the Millionaires Club, 15-star diamonds. And what you do is you basically pick an area that you're struggling with in your business if you feel stuff isn't clicking. So I just kind of listed some examples of workshops they've had before. They've had someone developing diamonds, leadership, growing your team, confidence, and sharing about Shakeology, just to name a few. And in those workshops, like Melissa was saying, so many light bulb moments will happen, and it's going to be different on where you are in your business. Like there's been workshops, just like Melissa was saying, that I've attended myself multiple times. The Eric Worre event that we're going to next week, for example. I've been to like I went to 3 Eric Worre events just last year. So I've been to 6 Eric Worre events total. But I keep going, and I keep getting different information every time. So like the girls were saying, you're going to become more confident when you learn these things and build the belief in yourself and the company, and then you'll attract in the right people to your team. And you'll learn from different perspectives because everyone kind of does things differently. So you'll see what people on other teams are doing as well, which I love to do. You also get to work out with the trainers like they talked about. This is me and Sean T. I don't think this was at Summit. I think this was a Success Club trip. But regardless, it's me and Sean T, and he'll be there. And you get to hear about new product launches and be the first to know before anyone else. And when you model your business around a product launch, your income skyrockets, just like we were talking about with Pio, just like we've been talking about every time a new product comes out and we do these test groups. It's going to also be a game changer for your social media, because those people that are following you will see all the fun that you're having, and you'll get more engagement on your pictures. You're also going to be putting yourself out there more with the business opportunity by sharing what you're doing. And it also makes your belief more real, just like we all talked about. Seeing the people on stage, being recognized for the Millionaires Club and all these things. The Financial Freedom Award, that was something that always really inspired me because I wanted to be debt-free. And I got to go on stage for that last year, and that was like the most awesome feeling ever. And I got there because it all started with me. Of course, I had to take action and believe in myself, but hearing other people's stories that had done that and seeing them walk across stage, I'm like, I want to do that. So it'll make your belief in yourself and in the company more. And it also sets your soul on fire and makes it more real. Like I already feel like I want to scream across the rooftops or mountain tops or whatever you want to call it to everyone that, you know, they need to be a coach and they're crazy if they're not. But especially when we come back from these events, like some of us are going to be in Vegas next week at the Eric Worre event. So you bet your bottom dollar, that was really corny, that when we come back from the conference and while we're there, we are going to be like, we're going to sound like we're on crack. We're going to be so excited. It's like the best feeling ever. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about how to get to Summit. So I kind of already have talked about this on some of our team calls before, but basically you just have to figure out all your expenses, any gas that might be included if you're driving, the hotel, the ticket, food, and cash flow for the core. The core is the store that they sell like apparel and all kinds of different cool things that they only have at Summit. So it's really awesome. What you can also do is you can create a separate account for Summit and deposit all your Beachbody checks in there. You can also game plan with your sponsor on how to get there. And even if you are just reaching SC10, so Success Club 10, so helping 5 new lives a month, you would earn $200 minimum. And you would earn way more than that if you're Emerald and above, earning the Team Cycle bonus. So if you're trying to earn $1,000, that's approximately 25 challenge packs between now and Summit, which I know that sounds like a lot, but we still have, what is this month? April, May? Okay. We still have about 2 months, but that's still plenty of time. And if that's what you have to do, then you just go do it. It's totally possible, but you've got to start today. So get started by getting on the wait list because the tickets have been sold out for quite some time. However, I'm very confident that they will be taking people off the wait list and doing everything in their absolute power that they can to get everyone there. So make sure that you get on the wait list ASAP. I'll look for the link and post it in the team page and book your hotel room. You can sell your ticket later if you can't go, like once you're able to get off the wait list. You don't have to pay for the hotel now. You can stay with others to split the cost, and it makes it a lot of fun. We're also looking into Airbnbs, so we're going to get a house to stay at, so let us know if you want to participate in that. Let me see something. And start posting about it now also. I'm looking up some of my wait list so I don't forget to post it. Okay. I actually just did a post right before we got on here. It was like picture from our brunch last year and just saying, I'm not going to read all this, you can go look at it, but I was just saying that I'm so stoked to reunite with our tribe. We're doing our team call to teach everyone how to get to Nashville for free. And then I kind of made it into like a call to action post and said, if you've ever been wondering how to join our tribe, live your life by design, send me an inbox, blah, blah, blah. Because whenever you're posting about it now, it's going to increase the excitement about it and the amount of coaches that you'll sign up. Especially like Melissa was saying, the amount of people that you're going to sign up while you're at the event and right after the event is insane. So just like we all did to prep for the Love Yourself Challenge, where I was posting about, for those of you that are doing that with me, we have the PIO roadmap, and we were posting about PIO every day the last 2 weeks. And I mean, I had so much excitement created around that. And people are like, okay, what is this? What is this Love Yourself Challenge? So the whole point of posting about it now is to just create that excitement and momentum right out the gate. So like I said, calculate the total cost. We can make it super inexpensive. You can get snacks and live off of snacks if you have to. I had to do that, honestly, before in the beginning to make it inexpensive. So this is just about an estimate that I broke down for you. The ticket for Summit is $195. The airfare is, I just said $500 because it really depends on where you live. It really could be a lot less because I got a ticket to go to Vegas here from Hawaii for next week for like $480. So look on Tuesdays for airfare because I know that's the cheapest day. So the $500, it could be way less. I would not expect that you would have to pay more than that. I probably paid $600 to fly to Vegas multiple times a year for every event when I lived in North Carolina. So you just kind of have to look and be proactive. But anyways, for the hotel or for the Airbnb, I would estimate that you would pay maybe $150 the whole time. If we get a lot of people in one house, maybe we can get that down. I would estimate $150 on food. Again, these are just averages and estimates. So that's approximately $995. We'll just round it up to $1,000. I forgot to change the numbers on that. So that's actually 8 weeks away. So let me do math real quick. I need a calculator unless someone is doing it quicker than me. What is 1,000? Whoa. I guess it's technically 9 weeks away. Whoa. 1,000 divided by 9. I don't know what's wrong with my calculator. Sorry, guys. Oh, I was hitting multiply. Oh, look at that number. You would have to save $111.1111 for all of you that know the angel numbers. Whoa! I'm kind of freaking out right now. I'm taking a screenshot of that. So you would have to save approximately that much each week. So a challenge pack sale is around, for commission, you would earn around $25 to $40 a challenge pack. So that would be about 4 challenge packs a week. Or if you're Emerald or above and you're earning the team cycle bonus, it would be even less. So it's totally doable. So when is Summit? If you haven't figured out what it is yet, it's our annual conference. It's in Nashville. It's July 28th through 31st. You kind of already know all the details, but I'll go through it again. You get to work out with the celebrity trainers. Apparently I can't type. Top coach training or trop coach. Maybe it's tropical coach training. I don't know. Couldn't type earlier. You get to go to all these fun parties, big announcements from corporate and team bonding. They do special Success Club parties, and they're doing a ladder party this year. So they're really like the most extravagant parties ever. Like they spoil you. So you've all got to qualify for it. You can check the Coach Online office for details, and I'll post a list, or not a list, a link about how to qualify for the Leader Ladder party. And you can also, there's opportunities to earn photos with the celebrity trainers, and you don't want to miss out on that because it's awesome for your business. So I was looking in the Coach Online office, and I haven't seen them post anything about how to qualify for that yet. Have any of you girls seen anything? Just shake your head. Okay, I couldn't find anything. I searched the FAQ and everywhere that I needed to search, and they didn't have anything up. So once we get more info, I'll make sure I share it in the team page, but just shoot for SC10, and once we know the qualifications, I'll let you guys know. But shoot for SC10 every month. So that's helping 5 new people a month. All right, I see you guys were typing in the chat box. Does anyone have any questions? Let me see what everyone. Oh, Cliff Bars. I literally got sick from Cliff Bars. Like, I think you were with me, Melissa. Freaking 5 Cliff Bars. And, oh, I can never eat a Cliff Bar again in my life. Or dried fruit. Oh, I don't even know why I'm making, I don't even know what I'm doing. Let me have a sip of wine for that. Gross. All that processed stuff. I had to do the same thing when I went to Tony Robbins because we didn't get a break, and we were in there from like 8 a.m. to like 10 p.m. and I refused to leave, so I was like eating fruit and just I almost brought dried fruit yesterday. I'm glad I didn't. Yeah, sometimes I just want dried mango and I look at it and I'm like, I just don't think I can do it. Okay, anyways, thank you so much, Hattie and Melissa, for talking. Does anyone want to add anything else? I lived off of peanut butter, ice cakes, and Shaco. Yeah, I'm just gonna bring a lot of Shaco, because that'll make me feel better than Cliff Bars. All right, lovers. Well, for those of you that are going to be on the recruiting training, I'll see y'all in 20 minutes. Hattie, I'll text you to make sure we're good for that. Thank you again, Hattie and Melissa, for talking. Cheers to all of you loves, and have a great night. Bye.